Article 19(1) promises that all citizens shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression, and the Article 25 of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to freedom of religion to all citizens of India. This fundamental right ensures that every individual has the freedom to profess, practice, and propagate any religion of their choice without being discriminated against on any grounds. And yet, the Muslim women students of Karnataka are still waiting for the court's verdict on whether they can cover their head in their educational institutions, their right to practice the religion they believe in. In early January 2022, a dispute over the wearing of hijab was reported at a government-run pre-university college for girls at Udupi that had disallowed the wearing of hijab as being in violation of its uniform policy. 6 Muslim female students insisted on wearing hijab to classes on top of their college uniform, arguing that the hijab was a part of their faith and their constitutional right. The college said its uniform policy did not allow for the hijab. The girls offered to use the existing uniform's dupatta to cover their head, arguing they didn't need to wear a separate hijab of a different color or material, but the college refused. The college allowed them to wear the hijab on campus but did not allow them into classes. The denial of entry to a few Muslim girls who insisted for entering the classroom with hijab had subsequently led to a series of protests and demonstrations in several parts of Karnataka, besides resulting in students belonging to the Hindu faith demanding that the college authorities permit them to attend classes wearing saffron shawls.
कि बच्चों की तादाद, लड़कियों की तादाद हिजाब बैन के बाद सरकारी कॉलेजेस में, स्कूल्स में तादाद घटी है। ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट है, असेंबली में इस पर डिस्कशन हो रहा है। तो नागेश एक एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर होकर ऐसा शर्मनाक बात करते हैं, झूठ बोलते हैं, तो ये कितने दिन चलेगा? और एक उनका एक आध महीना मंत्री रहेंगे, उसके बाद इस सरकार को लोग उठाकर नीचे फेंकने वाले हैं। बीजेपी तो वापस नहीं आएगी कर्नाटक, फिर आगे चलकर हम लोग आएंगे, इसको सही किया जाएगा।
As the High Court verdict wasn't in favor of the Muslim girl students, the petition was raised to Supreme Court, which resulted in a split verdict. Advocate Devdatta Kamath, who represented 2 girls from Kundapura College, stated that it's the infringement of fundamental rights and freedom of religion that is guaranteed under Article 25. According to the then state government of BJP, wearing hijab was not an essential religious practice. Freedom of religion can be subjected to reasonable restrictions under constitutional provisions for maintaining institution discipline. On December 31st, an incident of about 6 students from Government PU College for Girls Udupi demanding they wear hijab inside classrooms comes to light. On January 1st, 2022, a meeting organized at the college decides not to allow students to wear headscarf inside their classrooms.
ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂತಷ್ಟೇ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್, ಅವರ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕು.
On January 6th, 2022, Pompey College Aikala decides to allow students to wear only prescribed uniform. College hogs limelight after picture and videos of students wearing saffron shawls on campus go viral. On January 13th, 2022, 8 students from Government PU College for Girls Udupi decide to attend classes only if they are allowed to wear hijab. MLA Raghupati Bhatt writes to PU director, students claim the undertaking they signed at the time of admission spoke only about wearing uniform and identity cards. On 19th, 2022, another attempt is made to solve the headscarf row at the Udupi College. It's decided that students can wear hijab in classrooms. However, once the teacher arrives and the classes begin, they will have to remove it. In case they do not agree, they will have to wait for the government's order. On January 20, 2022, wearing hijab is an act of indiscipline. Coming to school or college in hijab or headscarf is indiscipline, said the State Primary and Secondary Education Minister B.C. Nagesh. On January 25, 2022, Karnataka government decides to set up expert committee to decide on uniform and dress code. It directs colleges in Udupi to maintain status quo till panel takes a final decision. On January 28, 2022, even as the College Betterment Committee at the Government PU College for Girls starts discussions with Muslim leaders and parents to end the hijab crisis, Campus Front of India states it will continue to support the girls. On January 31st, 2022, MLA Raghupati Bhatt says action will be initiated against students who enter classrooms wearing hijab. On January 31st, 2022, 5 Muslim girls from Government PU College for Girls Udupi approached High Court seeking a declaration from it that they have a fundamental right to practice essential religious practices, including wearing of hijab as per Islamic faith, on college premises. On February 1st, 2022, 6 students are denied entry into classroom. On February 2nd, controversy erupts in another government college in Kundapur as 28 girls sport hijab and about 50 boys with saffron shawl. MLA Haladi Srinivas Shetty requests students to follow prescribed uniform. Some students protest against those wearing hijab in Sir MV Government College in Bhadravati, Shivamogga. On February 3rd, controversy flares up in Kundapur Junior College as nearly 28 Muslim students were denied entry for wearing hijab. It spreads to Bhandakar Arts and Science College and later to Government PU College. On February 4th, 2022, a group of students from Government PU College in Ramadurga, Belagavi comes to class draping saffron shawl on Feb 1st. But incident comes to light on February 4th. On February 8th, 2022, tension grips Mahatma Gandhi Memorial College in Udupi after Hindu students wear saffron turbans and shawls to counter students sporting hijab. On the same day, government declares 3-day holiday as High Court hears petition filed by students. On February 9th, 2022, Karnataka High Court's Chief Justice Ritu Raj Avasthi constitutes a full bench to hear the hijab rule. February 10th, the Supreme Court refused to list a plea seeking transfer of hijab row petitions from the Karnataka High Court to the Supreme Court on an urgent basis. On February 14th, schools opened in Karnataka. Visuals showing students and teachers being asked to take off their hijab and burqa before entering the campus were on rounds. On February 16th, pre-university colleges and schools opened after they were shut for a week. On February 23rd, the Karnataka High Court states that its interim order in the hijab case is applicable to all educational institutions as long as the matter is sub judice. Court also said that if an institute wants, it may prescribe a uniform at any given time. On February 25th, 2022, the Karnataka High Court reserves its judgment in the hijab row after a marathon hearing in the case. On March 15th, 2022, the Karnataka High Court dismisses petitions filed by Muslim girls seeking permission to wear hijab in the classroom and said wearing hijab is not an essential religious practice of Islam. On July 13th, 2022, the Supreme Court agrees to hear petitions filed against the High Court's verdict. On September 22nd, Supreme Court reserves its verdict on plea against the High Court's order. On October 13, 2022, Supreme Court delivers a split verdict, directing appeals against High Court's order before CJI for constitution of larger bench. It has been more than 6 months that the Siddaramaiah government has been formed. The withdrawal of communal and divisive laws is one of which the Congress party had promised. Amidst the questions raised on Congress government's pre-poll promises, a new development took place. Karnataka's Chief Minister Siddaramaiah announced that there will be no ban on hijab in the educational institutions of the state. He said that a direction had been given to the officials and the government order will come soon. He also mentioned that it is a person's choice to wear the kind of dress one wants.
ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಈಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಆದೇಶ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
Amidst the celebrations of this announcement, the opposition BJP was still holding on to the same statement, saying this is creating division among students. BJP viewed this move as vote bank politics.
मान्य श्री सिद्धरामैया जी का स्टेटमेंट स्कूल में भी यूनिफॉर्म के बदल करके हम मजहब के वजह से पहनने का अवकाश देता है तो आने वाले दिन में क्या होगा? आपको हरा रंग पसंद आता है, आप हरा रंग का शाल पहन के आता है, दूसरा लोगों को दूसरा पसंद आता है, दूसरा पहन के आएगा तो क्या होगा? यूनिफॉर्म मतलब क्या है? यूनिफॉर्म का क्या मतलब क्या है? आज का स्टेटमेंट, सिद्धरामैया जी का स्टेटमेंट 1964 एजुकेशन एक्ट का खिलाफ है। सोच करके निर्णय लेना, जाति के वजह से बांटने के लिए, मजहब के वजह से बांटने के लिए ऐसा कम्युनल निर्णय लिया है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
मुस्लिम को अपीजमेंट करने के लिए माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय में हिजाब का केस पेंडिंग होते हुए तुरंत आज हिजाब को अलाउ किया है। इसमें कर्नाटक राज्य सरकार किस प्रकार मुस्लिम को अपीज करने के लिए, वोट पॉलिटिक्स करने के लिए किस प्रकार का एक गंदा पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे, इसमें ध्यान में आता है। कर्नाटक राज्य में, हमारा राज्य में एक टिप्पू सुल्तान राज्य बनाने के दृष्टि से सिद्धरामैया ने आज फिर से हिजाब को अलाउ किया है। जिस प्रकार पॉपुलर फ्रंट ऑफ इंडिया, कैंपस फ्रंट ऑफ इंडिया भारत को इस्लामाइजेशन करने के लिए हिजाब इशू उठाया था, आज इस संगठन के ध्येय को राज्य सरकार शरण हुआ है।
कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया जी ने मैसूर में बयान दिया है हिजाब के विचार में। भारतीय जनता पार्टी इसको खंडन करते है, क्योंकि जहां तक स्कूल का विचार है, कॉलेज का विचार है, बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं, तो इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी कांग्रेस के इस विचार को, मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया को इस विचार को, जो हिजाब को अलाउ करते हैं करके जो बयान दिया है कल मैसूर में मुख्यमंत्री जी ने, भारतीय जनता पार्टी खंडन करते हैं इसके विचार।
Just a few days after this announcement, CM Siddaramaiah has put the situation back to square one. He says there is no order issued yet to lift the ban on hijab in Karnataka.
ಇನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಒಬ್ರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
It is yet to be seen if the basic constitutional rights will be protected under this government.
हमारे वजीर आला से गुजारिश करना चाहूंगा कि जिन बातों को इस वक्त आप बरसरे आम कहा है कि उनको जो इस वक्त कानूनी पेचीदगियों की वजह से परेशानियां हैं, उन सारी चीजों को आप असेंबली के जरिए खत्म करके इन बच्चियों को पुरसुकून माहौल में हिजाब के साथ तालीम हासिल करने का एक मौका फराहम करें।